What's good, my people? Ready to talk about some wrestling? Let's go. So, how everybody doing? It's your boy, Big Chris, the Compton Animator, here again to give you guys another WWE review. In this week's show, WWE SmackDown. I want to start this video off by saying first, I'm not really into baseball, but my city's team was in the playoffs and they just lost today, the LA Dodgers. So, hey, it's whatever. They played a really good year, and even though this game was bad, they had a really good, few games leading up to this. So, thank them for the good season, and let's see what happens next year. So on to the thing that we all love, on to wrestling. WWE SmackDown. What day was it? October 18, 2013. The show opens up with Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox. They're basically in the ring talking about Big Show and how he's a disgrace and coming out and that they won't let it happen again. And what else they're saying? Brad Maddox was basically talking about how he wasn't the only reason why he was there was to make sure that the Big Show did not come into the ring or into the stadium. He said he had security guards all around and stuff like that. Then Daniel Bryan comes out and he starts taunting him and stuff like that, and saying, "Oh well, Big Show is here tonight, and here he is," and he does the little Titantron thing and with the Big Show's music, and it's not the Big Show, and he said he's just playing around with them. And then ends up happening as Cody Rhodes and Goldust comes out, and what else happens? And she ends up making a match. Cody Rhodes and Goldust comes out, and they all start taunting Vicky and Maddox together, and Vicky gets pissed off and ends up making a match between the Shield versus Road Dynasty and Daniel Bryan. So that was set up for later on tonight. This opening segment, it was okay. Vicky and Maddox, they're not good at all in their jobs as far as them talking and stuff goes. It was, like I said, it was an okay opening segment. It was really nothing good or bad to it. It's just like mediocre or whatever. Daniel Bryan just didn't have anything to go for this one. He did some funny stuff here, but it was only a small bit of the whole segment. The next thing we had was the Wyatts versus The Miz. I don't know if most people know this, but Bray Wyatt has a broken calf or an injured calf or something like that. So when his music hits, after that the lights go off and all that stuff happens, he's automatically already in the ring. So they're basically setting things up to where he doesn't have to walk on that leg for a while. This was a match between the Wyatt family, the two muscles for Bray Wyatt, Harper and Rowan versus Kofi Kingston and Miz. A pretty okay match. Some good big guy moves by the two Wyatt guys and some nice moves by by Kofi. Basically, the Miz really wasn't even in this match too much. Kofi ends up getting hit with the spinning clothesline, and he gets pinned by who was it? Harper. So yeah, it's an okay match. Nothing right home about, but it was above average at best. Next, Wyatt's win. Next we had Brie Bella versus AJ Lee. I would say an okay match. AJ Lee spent a good amount of this match taunting Brie Bella and doing a couple strikes and messing with her arm and her shoulder and stuff like that. Doing a little bit more technical stuff, but as far as what Brie Bella is doing, I would say this with Brie Bella in this match. She knows how to do the moves, but her agility and her being that athletic to do the moves isn't there. AJ Lee kind of had to sell a lot of stuff, but even for a missile drop kick, she really didn't get that right off the second rope. Even she didn't get that. Brie Bella didn't get that right. So it was an okay match for what you had in there. and Brie Bella ends up getting a win off of a distraction outside with Tamina and Nikki Bella, where Nikki Bella pushes Tamina into the steps or something like that. But it was an okay match, especially for a Divas match. Brie Bella ends up hitting a face buster on AJ Lee, and Brie Bella ends up winning. Boo. Also, Brie Bella, with this loser shit that she keeps doing, she needs to realize, she needs to either find something else that's a face move, or figure out a way to do it that doesn't make her look like a heel, because she does, the whole loser thing is a Mean Girls type thing, and it doesn't work for her. It's not getting her over. So it's whatever. It's also funny seeing Tamina carry AJ Lee out of the arena, so that was pretty funny. Next we had Big Show. While who was it? What's her name? Lillian Garcia. She was announcing like somebody else just coming to the ring. Big Show just starts walking through the crowd, and he walks into the ring, and he basically talks about he's sorry to the fans about everything that's been going on, and what else he was talking about. And that he's filing a lawsuit against Triple H and the McMahons and stuff like that. So the general managers of Raw, SmackDown, Vicky and Maddox, come out, and they start talking shit to Big Show, and Big Show proceeds to knock out Brad Maddox. And Big Show says something that didn't kind of make sense here. I understood what he was saying, but the way he said it didn't make sense. I don't remember really what it was, but the way Maddox got hit, I think Big Show put some power into that hit, because it looked real as fuck. Maddox took a hit. I think he took a hit here. And that was a pretty good scene, and they played it throughout the night, which, I'm tired of them doing that shit, but it was a pretty good hit there, and Big Show, walks out of the arena chanting yes and shit, and stuff like that. I hope they finally start realizing that they need to have security guards when the Big Show come down here to sell this more. Him just walking through the stadium all willy-nilly isn't really selling anything at all, or at least show security guards beat up outside or some shit like that. Next we had a match with Big E Langston and CM Punk. Really nice match right here. Not great 10 out of 10 match, but a good 8 out of 10 match right here. Big E doing his power and speed stuff. CM Punk with his technical, his strikes and stuff like that. A really good match right here. Ends up with CM Punk winning with his GTS. A lot of back and forth in this match. Big E controlled a good amount of this match, but CM Punk really did a nice, some nice things here. What I want to say here is Big E is what shows you how to be a heel and also be a big guy in the ring. His moveset in the ring is perfect, especially for the type of big guy he's portraying. That's exactly what Ryback is missing, and that's what leads me into this next segment, where you have Paul Heyman, Ryback, and Curtis Axel coming to Titantron and start talking shit not about CM Punk. And what the best thing right here was, he was talking about how, great for CM Punk beating up on a rookie. While he's beating up on a rookie, he got a guy right here named Ryback, who's a professional wrestler and who can just snap CM Punk's neck. So I like how Paul Heyman was kind of, taunting Big E here, and also, basically putting CM Punk down by saying Big E's just a rookie. I like that part right there. And it ends up with Paul Heyman sending Ryback and Axel to attack CM Punk. They get in the ring, and out of nowhere, this is like a good swerve right here, Big E jumps into the ring and starts to attack Axel, and CM Punk beats up on Ryback. So you end that with CM Punk and Big E standing in the ring, and then Big E goes into the outside of the ring and saying, "Who's the rookie now?" and yelling that shit. He yelled at fucking Q from inside, just, "Who's the rookie now?" So, I really like that end segment, especially with what they did with Big E, because it didn't really change him face fully. It kind of switched him to, mid-road tweener right there. And I really like how they, set that segment up to end like that, having Paul Heyman talk shit about another heel, but then the heel comes and get this revenge and still talk shit after the match to keep his, big bad guy stance right there. but also, maybe give a push to maybe turning him face. I think, he may just be the face that, the person that the face division needs of the superstar. So yeah. Next was the Real Americans versus the Usos. A pretty okay match. Not too much here. The thing that was more interesting in this match was Zeb Coulter on commentary talking shit about the Los Matadors and how he thinks that the Los Matadors kidnapped their bull El Torito and shit like that, and he's a hostage or some shit like that, and how he said that the Los Matadors got into this country during the government shutdown. He was like, "Did you realize that the government shut down? Once the government shut down, they was in the ring and stuff." So that was pretty funny. It was, like I said, it was an okay match with the Usos. The Los Matadors ends up coming towards the end of the match outside, and the bull ends up spearing, not spearing, but what do you call it, horning or whatever you say it is. Zeb Coulter, because Zeb Coulter, when the Los Matadors is coming out, Zeb Coulter walks up to the ramp. And the bull ends up spearing him in the stomach, then spears him in the ass. So, they basically finally did that shit. So, yeah, that was a pretty good segment. And it led up until the Usos doing their little, super kick thing to the jaw and then hitting the Samoan splash or whatever you call that stuff. The little splash off the top rope. And they end up with the win. So, it was a nice way to get all three, teams, give them a good, in a good stance right there. The Usos stay strong. The Real Americans only took a hit because of the distraction, and you brought the Los Matadors into the segment. So, I kind of like that. The match could have been better, but I like the segment overall. After that, we had before that, we had Alberto Del Rio come out to the ring, and he cuts a promo on John Cena, calling him the ultimate gringo, and that he should never came back because Alberto Del Rio is just gonna beat him up, and Alberto Del Rio proceeds to put the arm breaker on Josh Matthews, who's interviewing him. So okay segment, went on a little bit too long. But I like the things that Alberto Del Rio was saying here, and I like him putting the arm breaker on Josh Matthews, so everybody remembers that, even though this is Cena, his arm's still fucked up, and this is, what's his name, Alberto Del Rio's special. So, Cena better watch out. So, I like that segment. It was, like I said, it was too long, but hey, what you gonna do? After all that stuff, we had our final match. The main event was Daniel Bryan and the Rhodes Dynasty versus the Shield. Before that, after Daniel Bryan did his entrance, Randy Orton came out and cut a promo. Tell you the truth, I don't think this promo was necessary. I think it was something they should have waited off and left at for Monday Night Raw. There was really nothing that Randy Orton needed to say here. They've said everything. It was an okay promo, but it was nothing needed here. It was basically an unneeded promo. I guess they did it for the fans, but it's whatever. On to the match. Another pretty good match here by the Shield in the Dynasty and Daniel Bryan. Another pretty phenomenal match, if I say so. Especially towards the end of the match where things start breaking down and everything is just going crazy. People are getting hit over the announcer's table, thrown into the barricade. Just really good stuff here. Ends up with Daniel Bryan getting the win over I think it was Dean Ambrose, and with his knee. And it's a win. I think that I really kind of wanted the Shield to win, so they can probably set up something for the Shield for the pay-per-view, so that they can go against the Shield versus the tag team and get that rematch and get it over with. But I guess to keep Daniel Bryan on top and get him another win, it was cool. But other than that, it was still a pretty good match. It was a really nice little match, and I think the best thing that WWE's done right now is the Road Dynasty characters and Daniel Bryan overall. Even though the story is kind of slumping in spaces, I think these things, everything that it was in that ring, was some of the WWE's best stuff as of right now. As for this show, I give it a straight B. I think it was a pretty good show, full of matches, and a couple promos here and there. It was not a lot of filler in here, which I liked. Everything seemed to lead up to a match at the pay-per-view, so they used their time wisely here. Even had most of the stars on here. So yeah, it was a pretty good show. I give it a B. If anything could have been better, just better choosing of their time. Them doing less of Monday night, showing the stuff that happened on Monday night, or cutting promos shorter here and there, and using more stuff in ring better. But yeah, pretty okay night. I was entertained mostly through it. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever. Dislike if you want. I really don't care. Yeah, you can find me anywhere at Big Chris or Compton Animator. I'll put my Twitter in the description down low, just in case if y'all want to hit me up on Twitter. I like to talk about wrestling. I talk about sports. I talk about anything. I'm an animator as well, so we talk about animation, whatever. Tell me if y'all want me to do more reviews of other TV shows. I've been thinking about doing reviews of movies and stuff. So yeah, leave a comment and hit me up on Twitter. Peace.